It's a good question. What is organic to you?
Grown in soil. We don't use any chemical fertilizers, pesticides, or herbicides. So that's a big deal. We had 2 acres of blueberries that if we were into using Roundup, it would have been a lot easier to take care of 2 acres of blueberries with herbicide, believe me. But besides those 3 things, like no chemical fertilizers, no chemical herbicides or pesticides, what does organic mean in a broader sense? It means that we can walk anywhere in the garden and go pick something and stick it in our mouth.
It means we can drink our water and feel safe about it because we know we haven't contaminated our well, we know we haven't contaminated this creek. We know that all the tourists that come to Table Rock Lake, they don't have to worry about chemicals coming from us and in the lake with their kids and the ski boats.
People that know us at market, they know when they get something at market, they can eat it. They don't even have to wash it. I mean, it's like, that's a level of safety in our personal working environment that is like of primary importance to us. That is why we chose to live here. You know, we wanted a homestead. We wanted to live here and figure out how we could grow things and make a living doing it. But there are certain lines that we're not willing to go beyond. Like every time I put on even the organic sprays to go spray aphids in the greenhouse, I get that stuff on me. It's like almost impossible not to. I mean, you hear terrible stories about people in developing countries with stuff dripping down their back that ends up killing them. A guy worked here, so 2 stories, from 2 international students. The second international student we had from Peru, her parents are coffee farmers, and she still works in coffee. And her younger brother, when he was like 2 or 3 years old, got into a bottle of fungicide for the coffee plants, and it killed him, 3-year-old. So the parents started an organic coffee cooperative. That's why she was involved in coming here. Another story years down the road was we had a Thai student whose parents were farmers. And they were traditional Thai farmers from north of Chiang Mai. And his father, they were young at the time, and he started having sleepless nights and he started having difficulty walking. And when he went to the doctor, they said, if you don't stop spraying those products that you're putting on the tobacco, they were growing tobacco for a cash crop at the time, it's going to kill you. That's what was causing this central nervous system stuff that he was having. And he conferenced with his wife. He told me all this. I was there visiting him in Thailand. He told me this over a little fire in the backyard one night, being translated by his son who had worked here. And they started an organic growers cooperative to promote organic growing techniques and create markets for themselves at a village level. So now their village is known, it's called Meta. They have a village marketing system of organic products that they sell into Chiang Mai, which is the largest big city. And they also have a little coffee house out on the road with high-speed internet, and they serve organic coffees and teas and cakes and stuff so that young people who are out in the countryside being tourists can learn about organic farming techniques. And they also have volunteers coming in and also do workshops and stuff. And so what we have found out by working with the young people from other countries is that this is like a worldwide movement. You know, this is not just a bunch of crazies. Like when we first started, we were considered to be fringe, totally fringe. We had Extension Service came out here and looked around. We had them out here to look at our blueberries, and we told them what we wanted to do, and it's like, not possible.
They said, you can't do this, you can't grow this, you can't be organic, you can't do it on this smaller scale and survive.
But they were wrong. It's not that there aren't problems. Like, if we run into a lot of problems with a crop, with pests, we drop it. Why not grow something else? Like flowers or basil. I mean, there's a lot of crops that grow without spray.